So, higher self, we were very curious about what Jane was doing prior to this lifetime. Are you able to give us insight into that?
She was preparing, having the experience of coming in the 1800s, late 1800s, to prepare for this lifetime. She was in spirit, resting, in connection with her immediate family that she was coming in with.
We were curious to understand a little bit more about that 1800s lifetime. Did she need to stay here long to do that work?
No, she had a short life. She grew to maturity. She married. And she was about mid-30s when she departed.
And the role she played in that lifetime, laying down the grid lines. Can you explain to me more about how she was able to do that in that lifetime?
That was something that she did at night. It was more of gathering information. She was familiarizing herself with the human body, with the energies on the planet. She was in the United States not in the same area where she was born in this lifetime, but in the same region, further east. She left herself a code which was passed along and retrieved a year ago.
Are you able to give me an understanding of how she could retrieve that code a year ago?
In the dream time, she connected with this incarnation in the dream time.
I see.
And yes, and she saw the code. She saw the, it was presented first in a vertical form, and then she witnessed the passing of herself in that lifetime and the transformation of the code into a circular shape as if becoming, full circle. And that was the information she needed to receive to complete her mission in this lifetime. All purposeful for this time.
Thank you. Are you able to give us more of an understanding about what her mission in this lifetime is?
To bring in the higher energies. And she balances and harmonizes constantly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And in terms of the first waivers, how are they all going at this time? Are they all feeling things consistently the same, or are they very unique and individual with their purpose?
All unique in that their experience is dependent upon their orientation in terms of the energies they hold and their individual purposes. And some have given away, some have remained steadfast. Those who have remained steadfast are doing well. Much frayed around the edges, but doing well.
Oh, that's
We've lost many.
as in exit points, or have they lost their mission and path and purpose?
Many exit points. And yes, a few, perhaps more than a few, have lost their path.
Okay, thank you. And it was such fantastic information the last session in terms of understanding that Jane is a first wave volunteer who's come down even earlier than what we were counting on with the first waves to be able to start setting up this for the first waves. I just feel so intrigued to have learnt about that, knowing that there was a pre-first wave that was preparing everyone for that.
It was necessary. The energy on the planet was actually a surprise in this incarnation, as it had become much, much denser than even in the late 1800s. Um, so it was still a very big surprise, not expecting it to be this dense.
Yes, I could imagine. It seems to have declined so rapidly into the density that it doesn't surprise me that it would have taken many by surprise.
Yes.
Hmm. Is there anything else you would like to share with us about her prior life, her first lifetime here on Earth, as she was laying down codes?
It was a fairly mundane life. It would have looked quite average.
But the purpose seemed very significant and important why she was there.
Yes, yes. She gathered what she needed to gather.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And then in this lifetime, higher self, we were curious to ask you if you did try to wake her up in the middle of the 70s.
We began preparing her, um, pushing her to learn to meditate, um, and presenting information to her as she was very resistant. Her personality was very fragile from her childhood experiences. And she was unable to move forward at that time. We were expecting a shift in 1976 or 77, perhaps, which did not occur. But we hoped that she would be ready to assist with that. Um, as it turned out, it wasn't necessary. And so we relaxed our effort.
Thank you. Can you tell me what that shift would have looked like and what would have happened if it did occur in the 1976?
I'm looking. It seems to be archived. Mm, mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be very different from today.
Interesting. Thank you so much. I'm very curious to hear more about that, and I will expand on that in another session, given that that is my year of birth. That's got me very intrigued. Thank you so much. So, moving forward, she's curious now. She's had some significant feelings in some significant times in her lives where, as she has described it, weaving or energetically. She would like to know more about what she is doing just so she can understand that sense when that does pop up.
Jane works with holding the fields, the greater fields in which we experience our activities in this reality. Her concerns and focus is at larger energetic structure, and there's a constant weaving in of light and information, which is always changing.
Thank you.
There are times when she makes adjustments according to her personal reality that's close to her, and she will adjust the fields as she senses what's required, and she makes adjustments. I don't did that answer your question?
Yes, that will give her insight, and it seems like she is feeling like she is doing that energetic work again. She is sensing that. Is there anything you want to tell her about the purpose or significance of her doing that again now?
But she knows, again, it's her responding to the requirements at hand, and this is a time of great completion, and she is responding to that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. She gave a sense in 2005 to 2006, around that time, that she was growing her light body Is that, can you confirm that for us?
Yes. Yes, she is going through many changes at that time. She began the ascension timeline in the year 2000 when we began presenting her with what has been described in a prior session with her Arcturian parallel self. And over a period of few years, she would see this parallel self, and she had a merging with this self on her 50th birthday. And we did this as, again, reported in a previous session, to empower her for the shift we had planned for 2012, which of course did not come about. But this merging with this self was very empowering. And again, many changes ensued. Her personal life went through many changes. This was a ninth dimensional being, so it took many months for her to integrate. And then another 5 years for her body to complete the integration.
Thank you so much. So now we're curious how she will move forward from the point of the shift. How, can you explain to us the use of your light body and how that will unfold as the shift is taking place?
Well, when you do your spiritual work, you naturally grow your light body. It's a natural process. And with the shift, it is the light body, the crystalline body, which can be said to be the same, that will go, that will shift. That is what she will take with her.
And is this why some of us can sense the density of others quite easily because of their frequency?
Yes, it's all about frequency. Your light body, it's comprised of different dimensional frequencies, and they grow and develop not in a linear fashion, but at different times. And you'll find different gifts will, different abilities will present themselves, and they may be there in abundance while you are growing this particular part of your self while it develops, and then it may recede again. And these skills and abilities may even recede, but it's not that they're gone. They're always there to be accessed as necessary and required. But we go on to different experiences and different, there's always more to be developed. We use terms such as light body or the crystalline body. So the human mind can comprehend it. But there is much, much more, many levels and layers are embedded within these bodies. And there's different times when something else is being developed. Everyone does it in their own way, in their own time. And this is quite beautiful, quite beautiful. It is something to look forward to as the human race moves forward. Those on the new earth will be able to go much deeper into what lies within, and it will be a great joy. And it's not something to really look forward to. The process truly is endless.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And in terms of being transported to New Earth, is Jane going to be one of the ones that will go on a large transporting ship?
Me look. It feels so, yes.
Thank you, because she was very curious to know if there was going to be anyone on that ship that she knows.
Yes. Yeah, she's been joking about a window seat. She will be in good company.
That's fantastic. Will she be awake and aware of the journey, or will she be doing something else?
She will be aware.
Will she be doing a role on that journey, or what can you tell us? I know she's very curious to learn more.
She will assist the energetic balance on the ship. She will give care as, as needed, as she is within her scope to give. It's her role is more of a maintaining a balance and harmony. She's always doing that.
Yes, indeed. She absolutely is. And so, what is the reaction? How will the people on the ship, what, how will they be processing the events?
In very individual ways. Many will sleep. And we can assist them in great ways while they sleep. And then there are those who can and will assist with their own physical touch. And then there's technology on these ships, which will also be used to assist.
Fantastic. Okay. Is there anything else you want her to know about the journey moving forward to the new planet?
She will enjoy it. She will move quickly. And she will enjoy the med beds. She's looking forward to the med beds.
What sort of things, what sort of benefits will she be able to enjoy using the med beds?
Jane has used a tremendous amount of energy on this planet, and it will greatly refresh her. It will be like spending time on the beach for her. It will rejuvenate. She holds weariness. She holds some great weariness in her. And I mean, she does well with it, but it's there, and the beds will assist with that.
How wonderful. Thank you so much. And so then, what will she be doing when she arrives on the new planet? And I know she's very curious to learn as much as you're willing to provide for her today.
There will be much to be done to prepare for those coming. There'll be many ships arriving later. So she'll have the opportunity to gain her footing and so she can then help those arriving. She will see to people's comfort. And very quickly, she has her own creative projects awaiting for her. But she will be very interested in seeing that people make the transition easily to their new home. It's very eager for this.
Yes. Are you able to give us some insight, please, into what her creative projects are on the new Earth?
Not just yet.
I guess this
It will be much too distracting for her.
Okay. Well, that also, I'm sure, going to be much distracting to her with excitement and anticipation. So thank you for that. Does she know people in this lifetime that she'll be working closely with on the new Earth?
Yes, there will be several from this group that she will work with. She's very much looking forward to that.
Wonderful. Thank you. Curious to know, is there any other information you want us to know about the parallel self of her being in a Turian?
Such as what? Uh, you want to know more about the Arcturian?
I am curious what the Turian is doing in that parallel lifetime.
She was lying in stasis on a large crystal when the merging happened. James saw her moving planets, rearranging their orbits.
That sounds fantastic. What else would you like her to know about that?
The focus, the, there was abilities, skill, and arranging energetic transmissions. There's much that the human mind can't comprehend. It has to do with emanations and forces that come through these celestial bodies and constellations that Jane's soul group, this is one of the things that they do. Again, it's another application of harmonizing energies. It's just done on a different level. And that's what this Arcturian did.
Thank you so much. Does Jane know anyone from her Arcturian soul family here in this lifetime now?
She thinks maybe one. Of course,
Well, that's
there,
nice. I'm assuming that because she's such a large light being, she doesn't need to have that many connections to her soul family because she's so busy with doing her job.
yes, it's the soul family is, well, this will confuse her. uh, um, so there is at this time, we'll just leave it as we've stated.
Fantastic. Thank you. And thank you for giving her as much information as she can have today. I really appreciate that. I'm curious about if there is any extra healing we can provide for her from her childhood this lifetime.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I know she has done so much in her healing and has done so much work on herself, but I just thought, as you were mentioning about her childhood, it just reminded me, and I took note to be able to offer profound healing and releasing of of anything that she needs to heal and release from her childhood. Is there anything else we can do for her today?
Oh, that would be enough. That would be enough.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for helping us release that for her. How will she feel after those releases? Um, how will she feel tomorrow, for example?
Well, she may feel a few twinges here and there, but she'll feel good. She'll feel light. She'll feel happy.
Oh, good. Well, I'm very glad. Um, and just out of curiosity, getting back to the experience that she will be having with shifting, how long will she perceive being on this ship? I know time is different, but I know she's looking forward to this. So I am wanting to give her some more insight just for her curiosity.
Mm. She will perceive a few short weeks, though in Earth time it would be longer.
And will she get what she is hoping for in terms of being able to look and watch outside the window?
Yes, yes, she will be found a lot looking outside.
Fantastic.
Where you will find her a lot. Yes. We'll make sure she has a good seat.
Oh, that is fantastic. And leading up to the shift, what are your recommendations for her and what would you like her to know?
She will see her daughter again. And really, she just needs to enjoy every day. And remember the beauty around her. She's lost her motivation in doing some of her normal activities. And we encourage her to go ahead and plant her flowers and just enjoy the time how best she can, because she will soon be somewhere else.
Thank you so much. You know, she has had so many curiosities, and I'm just wondering if there is anything else you want to share with her today.
just want to assure her that she taps in really well and she can trust what she's getting.
Nice.
And for her, it is so much the feeling. It is the feeling she gets. The mental confuses her, but her feelings are very, very clear.
Yes, I can understand that. Yeah, thank you. And in terms of all of these past delays in shifting, um, it just seems that the information we get in many sessions is that there is just not that many future opportunities for shifting. Um, it just seems that the windows of opportunity are just getting smaller and smaller. Can you explain anything more to us about that?
Well, Gaia is leaving, so there are no more opportunities once Gaia leaves.
Yes. Was Gaia planning to leave in 1976?
It was considered.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's all very interesting times, that's for sure, as we are sensing something is getting closer and closer. Um, I know that the dates and times are irrelevant. Um, is there anything else you would like Jane to do to prepare her mind or her body for the shift?
Just continue spending time every day focusing on bringing that unconditional love in. Holding it before releasing it to the greater whole.
Fantastic. Is there any final messages that you would like her to hear from you?
It's that we are so proud of her. She never lost her focus. It's been a very long, long journey. with many extensions. And she's almost there. It's been challenging witnessing that we honor her. We honor her.
Is the feeling she's having now that unconditional love?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the information you have been providing with us today.